Hey Internet, welcome back to Easy Riding. I'm Zach.
And I'm Emma.
Emma, guess what time it is?
Chicken nugget time?
It's time to start putting things back together.
Oh, okay. That sounds like fun. Let's go do that.
We're about ready to reassemble. We've replaced the screws that did get bunged up in the removal. The heads are a little bigger on the new ones, but they still fit where they need to be. So I think we're about ready to start putting it back together. I think we might put a little blue tape over all these because we're gonna have to flip this over. But I don't want to have to re-find where all the screws go. So we might hold all those in place. Just to be clear, this is not an instructional video. I've never done this before. Ooh. The directions say apply a thin layer to both surfaces, wait about a minute, and then stick them together. So now, if going on is anything like coming off, this part's going to be a lot of fun.
Is that?
Yes, that's where that goes. We got everything in there, right?
I hope so.
All right, I think that's everything tight. I'm gonna go around once and make sure everything's snug down as good as it can be. It goes on there. We can wipe the seam off, give it a little inspection, make sure it all looks nice and sealed up. That spring that fell out along with the ball bearing goes under this cap in here. Spring first, ball bearing goes in there. Time to clean up the head a little bit. We have a honing kit that we'll use to clean up just a little bit of this in here. I don't think it's going to take much running, but should look better when we're done.
We're also going to clean off the outside crud and
Oh,
it is a thing.
enough working at it, the crud came loose. I wonder if that crushes into place. I have a feeling that this might function like something like a crush washer in here with the exhaust flange. I'll have to look into it, I'm uncertain. But it kind of looks that way to me, so.
Cleaned up, okay.
Yeah, it's getting there.
I found a couple of our replacement bits, that crush ring thing that Zach was just talking about. A crankcase gasket, crankcase, a little bit of copper. Replace that one. Right there.
This is a hone. It's just stones that are spring loaded so that you can stick it in a cylinder. You chuck it up in your drill and then you spin it and run it in and out, and it cleans up the inside. We're not looking to like do a whole refurbish on this. I really just want to clean up the little bit of corrosion that's in there. It's hardly anything, but we'll do what we can for it.
What are you doing now?
Oiling the stones. Honestly, these are doing a terrible job. I was curious about this with this type of stone because on a 2-stroke, you've got all sorts of weird ports and they're getting hung up on those. You can see in there all that cross hatching that was made by that. It's not, they're a little shallower than I want. I probably needed to spin slower and move up and down faster, but I think it'll work for our purposes.
Same thing.
I spent a whole bunch of time cleaning this up and I didn't need to. Little eyelet faces down. The spring off of the exhaust catches that. The reed valve looks in pretty good shape. Got a little bit we can clean up on it. And there's just the tiniest bit of corrosion down inside there. Whatever that was, basically just wiped off. It's not in there anymore. All right, time for some reassembly. Seems silly to me that they want you to do this part like this. We have to get the piston started in here. And to do that, you have to squeeze down on the piston rings, which is super convenient with these studs in the way. Okay, so what I need you to do is when you start sliding it on, you're going to try to capture this side of the ring first.
Okay.
With the, does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay.
Can't see that, but I can try it. Okay.
You gotta tip it. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, that's the first one. Just like that.
Yeah, that slid right in.
Just like that. Except, Emma,
What?
we have done this upside down.
Oh.
Yep.
Excellent.
It goes this way.
We're sure?
Yep.
Okay.
We are. Although, that does make it easier to do this job, actually.
Okay. Just ignore everything we just did.
So, we like to give examples of how not to do things sometimes.
We're very good at that.
See
Oh,
how
God.
much easier it
That
was
was
to
way
do with
easier.
that direction?
Holy tomatoes, Batman. Piece of shiny. Now, does this have a, we have a little nubbin here. Does that matter? Oh yeah, look, there's a little nubbin right there. Okay.
Works for me.
Nubbins match up. No, do the top one first because that one's lined up. Tightening torque is 15 to 18 foot-pounds.
There we go.
Just gonna tighten them down loosely.
I'm just getting them all snugged up in place.
So now we're gonna torque it?
Progressive tightening to 15 foot-pounds. It's funny to progressive to 15, but we'll do it.
above my head.
There we go.
We were just talking about whether or not we had this gasket or needed to make one because we have the gasketing materials, but then Zach noticed that the gasket is still in place and he thinks it looks okay.
Yeah, I think it's fine. So we're gonna run it.
But we do need to make this one because this is the one you scraped off.
Correct. Cut our gasket, the little spacer, the carb with the O-ring. If you want to see the carb rebuild, I'll link the video for that up in one of the corners. I don't know where that goes. The standards. Yeah, these are the standards.
I don't know. One's black and one's gray.
The black ones are the metric set.
Is that one still too small?
Yes.
Try that one.
That's the one.
I think that's it for all the stuff that we pulled off of it. Oh. Never mind.
This, I swear this is missing something right here.
Do we need to go back and look? Or is it in one of the cups?
Brake pedal crankcase exterior washer. Kick start clip. I bet this goes right here. It is unlabeled, but I bet it goes right. Yeah, definitely.
Probably
goes right
means
there.
that Zach did it.
Hey, you don't have to call me out like that.
Like this.
Oh, it was angled up, I see. Look at all these cups we've emptied already. We've got the long one, and we've got the two other ones that are not the long one.
If I remember correctly, you didn't tighten these down because they needed to be tightened in a certain pattern.
Yeah, well, I wanted to, yeah.
Okay. So yeah, the long one goes in there.
This is not the right screw for this. That was bottoming out. It may have been bottoming out by that much.
Yes.
Out like that. Yeah, that might be exactly what's happening. I might need to shorten this screw. You can't see it, but Emma's
cheering,
holding up her hands in victory. Take off about yay much.
It's a good thing you have a metal lathe.
I suppose it is.
We'll get back to you.
Okay, we got our replacement bolts in. That one, and the long one back inside here. Now I'll just go around and tighten everything up. And I did that one, so now we're all tight. There we go.
Now what?
There it goes. That's like what I expected to see. I don't know if I showed. It's sort of interesting. This, so because of the way that this all works and this thin washer keying to the spline shaft, not really a spline shaft, the same way that the sprocket does, you don't want your nut to connect with those splines that protrude just a little further. So this nut has a little pocket on the back to go around those so that it doesn't get caught up on them.
That's cool.
This tab gets bent over. Let me find the better tool to do that with. And what this does is lock this nut from being able to back off because it's pinned in place. Supposedly it can't spin past this. Honestly, I think if you tried hard enough, it wouldn't be a problem for it to, but I missed a washer.
Zach, what are you putting on?
The magneto.
And what's the magneto's job?
As the crankshaft spins, it will spin this big, heavy magnet piece. There's permanent magnets embedded inside there. And they'll spin around, generating an electrical current that gets stored up in a little capacitor here. And every time this point opens, because this is offset, you see how there's just a little bit of a lip on this side and there's not on this side. This piece is just a little offset, so as it spins in here, it opens up. It'll press against this and open up this point right here, and that will send a signal through this cable to the spark plug, and it will generate our spark.
And we know we've already got spark because we checked in one of the previous videos that we did in the very beginning to make sure that spark plug had spark.
There, good night. That was a very tight fitting woodwork key.
But it's in now.
Like that. You can kind of see, shine some light in here. Can you get the camera? So this right here, I got a little handy pointy thing. This right here is that point we were looking at earlier, and you can see as I spin this, it opens up just a little bit. That's all it takes. Well, the locking washer has, it's got that spring pressure, but really what's happening is that it's got a little point that digs into the nut to keep it from spinning, from backing out. Okay, we tighten that one down.
Oh look, you spun that and made that move.
We're in gear apparently. We are not in neutral.
Are we supposed to be?
It doesn't matter right now.
Okay. So you're trying to slide that black rubber boot down?
Yeah.
Tight, just a little tight?
Give it a good snug. Don't want that coming off. Okay. I think we made it. I think that boot has shrunken up. I think it's supposed to go over that nut, but
Yeah.
there's this point right here that sits on top of this post right here. And when you pull on this cable, you might see it from this side here. You see that screw going in and out? What's happening is it's going to push on this in. That's your clutch cable, so that's how you would gauge your clutch. Oh, wait.
The
saga,
grommet.
the saga of the grommet. We've looked high and low for where exactly this grommet goes. The drawings are all old and poor resolution. The pictures in the owner manual are about the same. It shows it's definitely this area right here. And as best as we can figure, all it does is sit right there. The radius on this is the same as this piece.
We don't know that it was there when we disassembled the
Yeah,
motorcycle.
it may not have been in place on this unit when we pulled it apart originally, because I don't think, we reviewed the video, I don't think that exists. We think that's where that goes. I'm not 100%. It looks to me this grommet has these little ends on it that it should like fit in somewhere, but there's nowhere for it to fit into. So we're gonna go with this because that's what it kind of looks like it should do, maybe.
And
We've spent so long
yes,
looking for that.
and we're sure that's the end of all the things that go under this.
Yeah, I mean the chain will have to go on here, so we might have to pull this cover back off at some point when we get ready to assemble it, but we can put all this on for now.
So we know those go in there. So these have to go in here. But there's
Well,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
6. There's one right here.
Oh, well, I can't see that. I'm short. I only saw what I saw.
That's probably the short one because it just goes into this.
Oh,
This
maybe
one,
this one's long.
This one goes all the way through down here.
So does this one.
Yeah, I bet you go here. That's that one. You're threaded right there. That's another short one. So we need another short.
This is a long.
That one, maybe that one. That one's not that one. This one's a little longer. That could be that one.
And you've got. No?
Nope. Nope.
That doesn't connect.
Let's see. That could be that one. That could be that one. There we go.
And then you just need.
We just need one short one like this one.
So these big holes right here then must be for the engine mounting into the frame?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there's one on the other side here too that you can't see from right there.
Because I'm short?
No, just because it's on the other side. You can't blame it all on shortness.
Watch me. Oil pump's been rebuilt. Now we're going to put it back into the engine. Oh, this is the gasket you made.
Oh.
Look, but we have one.
All right, well, let's get rid of the one I made and use the official one.
Just, it faces this way.
Yep.
So that's going to go on there. Poor Zach's nice fancy gasket.
It wasn't so nice or so fancy.
All right, that goes there. Yes, but we need this gasket.
That
Where
goes
is
on
it?
here with this, with the banjo bolt.
Underneath this bolt that you already kind of screwed in
Yeah,
with the springy and the.
yeah. But
Won't
it needs this to go on it too.
But won't it launch the spring out?
We can be gentle. It's not gonna it's not going flying.
Did you not see the last video with the oil
It
rebuild?
wasn't that spring.
All right, so you want those in. So those are these, right?
Yeah, those hex. Take that handle back off.
Zach gets to tighten it down. Gasket that we made goes in there. Spring in the. Can I just put the spring in there first?
Yeah.
It's left-handed. Spring. Second. Gasket. Banjo. That.
Well, Emma, we hit the first big milestone. Engine's back together. How do you think it went?
I think it went good overall. I'm excited. I'm hoping that it'll run.
All right, on to the next. We'll see you guys next time.